Timetable. Hello friends, welcome to our channel. Today we will talk about the timetable and how to create one. Before discussing the creation of a timetable and its main points, we studied interviews of IAS, IIT, IIM, AIIMS, etc. We searched for the common factors or qualities that made these individuals successful and well known. I also considered my own experience, which has helped me achieve up to 99% success from an equal starting point. So let's talk about the timetable. First, let's see a timetable and why it's important for us. We create a timetable to keep track of our goals and targets. Many people's daily routines are similar, but creating a timetable, they step back and focus on their goals, ensuring that what they are doing is leading them toward their destination. You can think of it as a GPS. If you have created a timetable, you can track your progress and see that by moving at a certain speed, you can reach a desired target. But if you haven't seen a timetable and are just going with the flow, you might never reach your target and feel like you haven't moved at all. So, creating a timetable is very important. Now, the question is, what should you know and consider before making a timetable? Initially, set these two things in your mind: long-term goals, short-term goals. It's up to you how far you can think in the long term. If you are currently studying, it's advisable to set at least a 1-year long-term goal. It means thinking about your target and how much success you want to achieve in that year. Suppose, as a student, you aim to achieve 90%. This would be your long-term goal, meaning you need to achieve between 94% to 95% in every quarterly, half-yearly, and annual exam, because there is always a chance of falling slightly short of your target. But keep in mind that you need to work hard to strive for more than 100%. You need to plan how quickly you need to finish your syllabus and how much time your mind will need for revision. Assume that achieving your target requires completing the syllabus and revising it twice. You need to decide by which month your first round of syllabus completion should be done. Accordingly, you will set your first 1-month goal to cover a specific portion of the syllabus within that month. You will also set a weekly goal to cover a part of the syllabus within the week. And finally, a daily goal is to complete a portion of the syllabus each day. Remember, you only have today. There was no yesterday, and there will be no tomorrow. What exists is today, and what needs to be done must be done today. Therefore, achieving your daily syllabus goal will ensure you achieve your weekly goal, and meeting your weekly goal will help you achieve your monthly goal. Eventually, this will lead you to your final goal. Before going to bed, make up your mind about what target you need to achieve tomorrow. Keep an order and schedule in place. Now, let's talk about how to create a timetable. Friends, after learning about the success, lives, and efforts of many toppers, we found 3 common elements in all of them: sleep, stress busters, slots of time. Sleep is a major factor. It's like a charger. When you sleep, you are charging. And when you wake up, you feel refreshed. Science says that studying after sleep is the most effective. So, sleeping is not wasting time, but recharging you for better and fresher study or work. But remember, sleeping in moderation is key. Don't overcharge yourself by sleeping unnecessarily, like lying in bed and just watching the clock tick. If you feel sleepy, go to sleep, but laying in bed without a purpose is of no benefit. The second factor is stress busters. In the stories of successful toppers, this element played a fundamental role because every topper engaged in some activity that reduced their stress. Some toppers used social media, and some played video games, but all in moderation. at least 1 hour a day or at most twice a day. The third common element in toppers' stories was time slots. Toppers never make a timetable like I will give 1 hour to Urdu, 1 hour to English, or any other subject. Instead, their minds are constantly focused on their goals and they challenge themselves to complete a portion of their syllabus within an hour and meet their target. Then, in 2 hours, they aim to complete another portion. They always meet their set targets for the day. They allocate 2 or 3 such slots in a day. These features can be seen on any topper's list. They followed these practices and achieved success. Similarly, you need to create your own timetable and follow it. The guidance and suggestions given can help you tailor your schedule to suit you. To further enhance the strategy of your timetable, consider these 2 additional points: how to manage time, what to do first. For this, you need to turn your free time into productive time. For example, even during travel, if you have 15 to 20 minutes, you can easily read a book you have with you. Or if you have a lecture running through your mind, focus on it, and many things will become clearer. Instead of discussing useless topics with friends, talk about your studies, whether walking, eating, sitting, idle, or laying down to sleep. Keep something study related in mind. What seemed difficult in class might become easier because you focused on it alone. This way, you will save time and it will seem like all that time was included in your study time. People will then say he studies normally yet scores so high. Amazing! Finally, which part of the syllabus should you complete first? Whenever you start a new chapter, always look at the past 10 years' papers to see which questions were asked in that chapter. This gives an idea of which topics are more important and are repeatedly discussed. When you have a clear image of this in your mind, finish those concepts first, then move on to the rest. It's essential to approach your studies positively, not letting them overwhelm you. This is possible when you study the syllabus or chapters with an open heart, not seeing them as difficult. It all depends on your mindset, knowing which method is best for you and what time suits your studies because no one knows you better than you. It's also not necessary to follow every topper exactly as they did. Instead, first fix your mindset, set your goals and gradually start. Perhaps one day others will follow your timetable and use you as an example. Friends, keep us in your prayers. I hope this video proves helpful to you. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe now so that you receive notifications for all our upcoming videos on time.